Hey friends, so this video is about a year overdue and thankful to a YouTube follower that brought up to me and said, did you ever let us know what happened with your breast calcification and biopsy after your mammogram? So about a year ago or so, I went in for my general mammogram and it came back abnormal. They called me actually that same day of my mammogram and wanted me to come back in that next day for a diagnostic mammogram because they saw some irregular calcification. And at that time, I didn't know a ton about breast calcification. I knew that I've always had calcification, but I didn't know that it really led to any risks for me. So thankfully, that breast cancer biopsy was benign, but I just wanted to take some time to walk through the whole process with you guys and what I learned along the way. So to start, I had my routine mammogram. I was called that same day to let me know that they found microcalcification, which are clusters of tiny calcium deposits. That triggered a follow-up diagnostic mammogram, which looked suspicious, which then triggered the biopsy. During the biopsy, they did put a little metal marker in there so they can monitor it every year. Then 6 months later, I had to go back to have imaging done on that breast once again. Since that looked good, I was able to just follow up that 6 months later with my regular yearly mammogram. Now here's what most women don't know. Breast calcifications are silent. You don't feel them, they don't form lumps. You won't notice anything unusual during a self-exam. One of the only ways to detect them is through a mammogram, as you can't see them if you have an ultrasound done. Most breast calcifications are benign, but some patterns like tight clusters or irregular shapes can be an early warning sign of ductal carcinoma or early invasive breast cancer. That's why follow-up matters so much. Here are a few questions you can ask if you're told that you have calcifications. Are they clustered or scattered? Do they look benign or suspicious? Is a biopsy recommended and why? And what's the follow-up plan if it is benign? And it's easy to assume you would feel something if something was wrong, but breast cancer calcifications are definitely a great reminder not all warning signs can be felt. This is absolutely why mammograms matter. Even if you feel fine and even if you do your own regular exams, early detection is absolutely the best prevention. And sometimes that starts to know even what to look for or what to ask. And if breast calcifications has ever affected you or a loved one's life, I would love to know in the comments. Thank you all so much for being here, and thank you for being so patient with me getting this video out.